Hey everybody, welcome back to Pro Carry Trucker. Yeah, don't think I really need to get this desk cleaned, this bench cleaned off. But almost finished that 72. I was going to finish it tonight, all except for the decals. Getting the last pieces put on, I was having a little bit of trouble with the bed on the chassis lining up with the cab. Talked to Ed over there at Ed's Attention to Detail. Great guy, awesome guy. I've had the pleasure of meeting him in person, him and his wife Ernie. Bunch of guys I could have contacted, but for this issue I thought Ed was my best choice. No disrespect for you all you other guys. Just my different issues I have. I got different guys that I think is best for me to go to. This issue I thought was best for going to Ed. He gave me a good idea on what to do, and I was working on that. Well, the cab, I wasn't handling it near as carefully as I should have. For one, I only had the cab glued on enough to hold it. It wasn't solid. I didn't want to glue bomb, so I've only been using as much glue as I need. Cab popped off. And no big deal. So I was working to get the cab on off of it so I could clean up where the glue was, glue it back on. And I wasn't watching what I was doing and popped a tire off the axle. The tie rod came off. What else was it? And the basically where the pitman arm and everything, well, I guess it wouldn't be a pitman arm, the sway arm popped off. So I've got everything put back together except for the oh shoot, I just said what it was and I had a brain fart. I got everything put back together except for the tie rod and the tire glued back on the axle. But I'm going to get aggravated, so I put that away. I'm going to let that sit a couple days. Granted, I was a little aggravated when I sat down here and just sitting down here by myself, sitting down at the bench to get the model out. It's relaxing. So when I ran into that issue, it's like, no. I'm going to set that to the side. And I'm going to pull out '68 Dodge Charger. This is a kit my son-in-law started. And just patience. I mean, y'all know these things take patience. I believe he enjoyed doing it. I believe he really enjoyed what he was doing. Just does not have the patience. So he asked me if I wanted to finish it. So I had done a little bit on it. I do have the body with a coat of paint on it. It is a dark green. See if I can find my bottle over here. I don't see it. There's that one that's not opened. I think that's a little bit different. I'm not sure where that bottle of green's at, but it's a dark green, like almost like a forest green. He's got part of the engine. This is the only thing I've done is paint the body. He's done, yeah, I think he did all this too. He's done all of this. He's got the fan and everything here in the back seat. It just needs pop. I think it just popped off. It just needs to pop back on there. Alternators on there, so I just need to pop back on there. Got tape over the back and front windows. Not sure why, but I'm going to leave that on there. I think that's a good idea. I never thought about that. Tape up those windows before you ever put them in, and then once they're in, peel the tape. You ain't got glue and paint on them. I don't know if this is... No, this is molded in white, except for the chrome pieces, of course. Well, there's some gray. I don't know if he's... That's the front bumper is gray, and the rest of this is white. Yeah, this is... He's not painted this. The part of the chassis is molded in red, which this is going to go under here. Avery, is that where you messed up at? Because I think this should have been in there. I believe this goes on before you put the engine on. I will have to look at that. I may have to pop that engine off there. And he's already got... Yeah, I may have to try to pop that engine off there so that I can put this in. I'll have to go with the directions here. Got a couple brushes here. These are Folk Art Premium angle brushes. I got Folk Art paint, but just taking a gander here. No? Engine goes right on the chassis. I don't know where that other piece goes. Goes on the bottom side. Afterwards, after you get the engine and everything in. So, this piece is going to go on here. I'll look it over a little bit better here. I bet it goes on like that right there. Yeah, that's where she goes. Okay. And this is a... I didn't even pay attention. This is a Revell kit. 68 Dodge Charger RT 2-in-1. I'm probably not going to do the race model. I'll probably do this one here. Not going to be that color, but special edition. So I think I'm going to work on cleaning this thing up a little bit. See if I can get a little bit more done on it. And we'll catch you all in the next video.